They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to lose yardage here. It will go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well defended and well as completion resulted in the loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's got room. A solid stiff arm. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 8. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. It's Eckler again. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Second down and goal. Herbert got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on 1st down.
No doubt about that one because That was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
Throwing on second and long. Tua is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on third down now. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ball game.
I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just shy of midfield,
Herbert, they'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The windup goes in the 9 yards here on the side. It's third down.
That's what that's doing defensively. Not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been calling them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 2nd and 9, Herbert to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion. Together, one side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. The Charger drive about to get going. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that...
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. The 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 48. Hopkins' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even
to a hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
111 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Here's Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Black shot. Smash, red.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right side. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Herbert off of play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Right. Red, yellow. Roster, 6.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Green jack. Steel black. Steel yellow. Steel blue. Set hunt.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off, Byron Jones. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go.
1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Under pressure, and they got to him again. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Here we go.
victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Well, this was a